So welcome back to some more Pokemon SoulSilver, where last time we took on the Pokéathlon Dome, seeing everything it has to offer in terms of being really scammed out of a lot of the victories because they brought in really overpowered Pokemon for those events, but I digress. And this time, I want to cover one last thing with the Pokéathlon Dome that I never showed off screen because it was just way too long. Down here is all of the little record room stuff. You can go and see, once you have all the medals for every single thing, yeah, come first in all 5 of the courses, you can actually go and see the different rewards and stuff like that, and yeah, you can see all your points and such. I'm not much interested in it. There's really no point in actually doing all of that, but hey, it's there if you want to do anything with that. How many points did I have anyhow from all that? 1,800, that's not too bad. I'll save it again for whenever there's like a gold nugget or something, or a heart scale. Those are probably the more rare items. Gold nuggets simply because of money. Money sucks. Also, I never did show with the apricorn thing. You can use those by combining different apricorns to juice up certain stats on your Pokemon for the Pokéathlon. I don't see it as that important, therefore I'm not really doing it, but it's there if you want to. So, heading over here. Now, the exit out here leads into National Park. It has a really nice theme. I like it a lot. It's fun having a Pokemon out of its Pokeball to walk with it, but the Pokewalker is a whole new dimension. That's a whole different topic. I'm not talking about the Pokewalker for quite a while, buddy. My mom can't take my Pokemon my mom can't take my Pokemon and tell me not to play with it indoors. But hey, I can keep it in my Pokewalker. That way I'm always with it. I still wish I owned one of those. I mean, I had one, but it's lost to history at this point. You definitely want to talk to this girl with the Persian next to her. Pay attention, please. Oops, I have to quit thinking like a teacher all the time. You must be a Pokemon trainer. Since you're working so hard, I want you to have this. Quick Claw. Really nice item. Let a Pokemon hold the Quick Claw. Sometimes it'll strike first during battle. Really nice for really slow Pokemon. Very, very worth it indeed. I take walks in the park, but I never go into the grass. Trainers always want to battle. Which reminds me that I probably want to have Felix in front. Thank you for reminding me, lady. So yeah, there's quite a lot of things to do in National Park. Well, not a ton of things. There's some cool things, though. I do like that the different... Actually, this is the only time in the game you see, like, tall grass like this. I may not look like it, but I have many Pokewalkers on me. They make loud noises as I walk. Maybe taking a stroll isn't as easy as I thought. If they were ever to bring the games, or these games, Heart Gold and SoulSilver, to the Switch itself could be a just glorified Pokewalker. Seriously, that'd be amazing. Anyways, heading all the way down here, if I remember right. Yeah, TM28 Dig. Both a great ground type move for just general use, but also it allows you to kind of use, it allows you to escape any dungeon, kind of like a free escape rope. I swear there was a hidden item back here, but I guess not. Unless if it's like, no, I do not want to headbutt the tree. Yeah, no. Okay. I tried. I just want to go and explore the sides here. National Park's pretty cool too, and I'm pretty sure that in this game, I'm pretty sure that this music is definitely remixed for Heart Gold and SoulSilver, but I'm pretty sure this is just Heart Gold SoulSilver exclusive music. Heading down here is a Sooth Bell. That is extremely important. Having a Pokemon hold that will, it'll actually let that Pokemon increase their happiness stat even further while holding it and winning battles. So, definitely hold on to that for happiness evolutions. We have trainers in here. Oh boy. So as we're fighting, what is happening here? Oh, he has a Raichu, right? I forgot this guy has a freaking Raichu. Which, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Ember. Raichu tends to have, usually has the ability of static, so you don't want to physically attack this thing. Just try to kill you outright. Please. Yeah, crit hit. Thank you, Felix. Gotta love the crits. Level 21. Yeah, where'd your kid come from, bud? It's just you out here. Did not mean to go to the Pokédex. I thought it was on the bag section. Let's swap over to... Oh, both of these guys are... Okay, well, I'd rather have more XP on card than anybody else right now. So... Isn't there a trainer... Oh, I'm thinking of this one down here. As we're fighting this guy, there is one new encounter we can get in the national park. That being Sunkern. God, no. Here's the thing. I may have trashed on Paris, but at least Paris is better than this. I'm not kidding. Sunkern is a pure grass type that literally has the worst stat distribution of any Pokemon in history. It has the least amount of base stats possible. Its main gimmick is setting up Sunny Day and then just spamming Solar Beam. In which case, so many other Pokemon do it better. Friggin' Hoppip does that better. So, I guess it's nice if you want to have something with solar power, which boosts its special attack during the sun, but it also has the caveat of lowering its HP each turn in sunlight, so it's even more of a liability issue. So, and to add things to the top of the cake, you have to have a Sunstone to fully evolve this thing, which is kind of annoying to get at this point in the game. So, just don't go for Sunkern. There's literally nothing useful for it. Well, at least you're giving me your number. And you can hear a lot of, like, Diamond and Pearl, like, esque music in the theme for this. Just from the guitar, I guess. Also, really nice fountain. Only one Pokemon can stroll with you in the Pokewalker. I can't decide which one. Stop talking about the Pokewalker. I'll talk about that at a later date. There's really no other good point to talk about the Pokewalker. But, I mean, it's not required bits of content, so I'm not going over it until later. Oh, hello, Snubblebull. Snubblebull. So yeah, other Pokemon you can find in National Park, though, are basically a bunch of the bug types, like Caterpie and Weedle in their respective games. Pretty much, that's it. Pidgeys and Hoothoots. Like, really just simple Pokemon. And you also want to get my number. I am just that Mr. Popular, huh? You want a Marill? What? Okay. I don't know. Actually, no. Marill's easier to... what do you want? Gina. Bulbasaur and I getting... oh, you're that... Okay, you're that girl that can randomly give you a Leaf Stone. That's fine. I think there's... Okay, yeah, there's one more trainer here. Hello? Why are you staring at me? You're the one who stared at me, lady! I probably should say lass, because that's what you are. Oddish! Also, can I just say how creepy but also derpy Oddish's sprite is? Look at its eyes and its mouth, it's like blood red. But yeah, it's doing the like really good derp face, it's great. Level up on card. And you're sending out a Cubone. Where the balls did you get this thing? Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention too. I meant to mention it last episode, but I never had a chance to. For Heart Gold players from the Goldenrod Game Corner, you would actually be able to get Ekans from the coin redemption place thing. For SoulSilver players, it's a Sandshrew, so that's how you would get Ekans in the other version if you were trying to get that, so. Bone Club. It's just Cubone reminds me a lot of Sandshrew, I guess, because they're very similar Pokemon. They are both ground types, so. Although Cubone, I think, is a lot better. Oh, great, the Shell Bell. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, no, Shell Bell. Get screwed, Chris. Not literally. Okay, that sounds bad out of context. And you also want my number. Don't worry, you can call me anytime. I'll remember not to. So, let's swap over to Jag for a specific reason. A reason that we will see in just a minute. So, heading over to the right, this does lead into the next route, but This guy we saw at the entrance to National Park as well. Today's Tuesday. That means the bug catching contest is on today. The rules are simple. Using one of your Pokemon, catch a bug-type Pokemon to be judged. Would you like to give it a try? Uh-oh, you have more than one Pokemon. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Fine, we'll hold your other Pokemon while you compete. Here are your sport balls for the contest. The person who gets the strongest bug Pokemon is the winner. You have 20 minutes. If you run out of sport balls, you're done. Keep the last Pokemon you catch as your own. So only on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays you can take part in the bug catching contest. This has exclusive Pokemon in it, and there's a lot of Pokemon you can get here. Oh, hello, that's a good example of it. So yeah, talking about this real quick, you can choose to fight these Pokemon, and you can also choose to try to catch these Pokemon and such. There's only 2 Pokemon that I would suggest trying to catch here, but as we're running around trying to find the Pokemon that I'm trying to find now, the new Pokemon we can get here is 1, Venonat. A bug poison type, its evolved form is actually not terrible. It's known for setting up powders and using weird moves like Psychic. It's actually a pretty decent bug poison type that can do some good. However, due to its, first evolution, it is very difficult to use and to get up to its evolution, especially since that its evolution level is pretty steep. So, there's better bug types out there, but Venonat's not a bad one. I do recommend it. Another Pokemon we can find in here is Scyther. Scyther is a great bug flying type, one of the few good bug type Pokemon in this game. It has a great evolution that's more easily, obtainable nowadays. It's stupidly fast and can deal really good damage. Especially when evolved, its evolved form replaces its flying type for a steel type, making it stupid tanky, and hello other Pokemon that I'll talk about in a second. It can be a monster. Along with that, thanks to its ability of Swarm, it basically has bug type Blaze. So, I do recommend it. On screen here, we have Pinsir. This thing is basically the counterpart to Heracross. It is a stupidly physically strong bug type. It is massively destructive. It can learn Sword Stance, X-Scissor, and yeah, it's just a really good pick against Psychic types. However, do keep in mind that it's restricted to 1 bug move and a bunch of normal and fighting moves for its entire lifespan. Along with that, it naturally has a bunch of weaknesses due to its pure bug typing, so do be aware of that. So, here's the thing. The best Pokemon you want to try to find in National Park are Scythers and Pinsirs. The way the ranking works for, actually winning the contest is based on species, level, and stats. So if you lose with a Scyther or a Pinsir, it's likely because of its stats and levels. Level 14 is the max, but you can also go for level 13. So, I'm going to try to go for this Pinsir. Pinsir is a pretty rare spawn too. Thing you gotta be careful with is it killing you, so that's why I'm trying to be a little more wary in using Thunder Wave. But yeah, along with that, for the bug catching contest, you can find, like we saw with Beedrill, I believe this also allows you to get the version exclusives for the other games for, like, Butterfree and, Weedle and Kakuna and all that. Don't quote me on that one. I think that's the case, though. So, okay. We can go 1 more hit, as long as it's not a crit. This bind's gonna not be peachy at all. In the Gen 2 versions of this game, though, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, this minigame was super bugged, because not only did it depend on species and level, it was completely based on IVs as well at the time, and since it was bugged, there was a very good likelihood that you would just lose most of the time, unless if you got really lucky. Sup, Pinsir? So I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think I'm good with that. Now, the only bad thing is that if you're wanting to catch multiple Pokemon from here, you have to get rid of multiple ones. You basically have to wait for another bug catching contest to come back in here and grab another Pokemon if you want to keep it, so. Also, the minutes thing, that is real time. Okay, I thought it was based on the balls. So do I win with this Pinsir? Third place is a parrot. Not much competition. A Metapod. Okay, I won this outright. I'm going up against a Metapod, for God's sake. Uh-oh. Okay, that... Wow. Really? So I lost against the same Pokemon that I got. No. Whoever wants to be named after the Pinsir, or whoever wants the Pinsir nickname, there you go. There's multiple rewards for doing the bug catching contest, and if you didn't get unlucky like me. For one, if you didn't get any of the place prizes, which I don't know how I didn't get that with a Pinsir of all things, your consolation prize is a shed shell. In which case, the shed shell just makes it to where you can, enables the holder to switch with a waiting Pokemon in battle. It's not helpful. Third place earns you a citrus berry, which is actually a very nice berry. It's most of the gym leaders have that on their aces. Second place earns you an Everstone, which does have its uses. If you hit first place, though, you can get a Sunstone. This is the only repeatable way of getting a Sunstone right now. So if you're using an ungodly freaking Sunkern of all things, there you go. Yeah. Nothing left with National Park. You can only do that once per time on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for the bug catching contest, so you may do that as you wish. Route 36. I want to get... ooh, it's a blue one this time. Boo! They couldn't afford the E. And we got this trainer down here. And with that patch of grass right there, that means we got new Pokemon to talk about as well. So, starting on Route 36, in Heart Gold only, you can find Growlithe. Growlithe is a notorious Pokemon. He is a great pure fire type that could be a really good mixed sweeper. Learning moves like Flamethrower and Extreme Speed naturally, it's a great powerhouse as a fire type. Especially if you didn't choose Cyndaquil. It's a really good replacement Cyndaquil if you need to have a fire type. Just keep in mind that you do need a Firestone to evolve the thing fully, so at earliest you're going to be grinding a little bit in the Pokeathlon. As for SoulSilver players, you'll instead get Vulpix here. It's a more especially defensive tank compared to Growlithe, however, it does have a very limited move pool and basically learns nothing new when evolved, so it is a little tougher to raise as a result. However, that doesn't mean it's bad. It is pretty tanky, and it does have the nice ability of Flash Fire, so it essentially does give it an immunity to Fire-type moves. Otherwise, it is a worse Growlithe. It learns a little bit more things than Growlithe does, but you just gotta kind of be careful with it. It is a little bit frail on the physical side of things. I just got critted by a Cadaver. I hate this game. Otherwise, it's not bad. The last new Pokemon that you can find on this route is Stantler, at a weirdly rare spawn. It is a strangely powerful physical attacking normal type. It's mostly there to be annoying by spamming Stomp and it basically just flinch locks you to death and can use Hypnosis with Confuse Ray. So, while it can be good in the early game, it does get outclassed by later Pokemon, and later Pokemon that's not too far into the future. So, I guess it's nice for the ability of Intimidate as well, but I just personally wouldn't use this thing. I swear to God, if this thing kills my... Oh my God. I hate fighting the Abra line. Because they have a ridiculously high special attack stat, and I was trying to get XP on the others, but have to resort to Felix. And you have another Abra. The thing that's gonna suck is I have to go all the way back to Goldenrod just to heal, so that's gonna be fun. And you lived on 1 HP. And why do these things learn Flash? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is somehow worse than double team strats. Just land the move. I think this is the only move they know. It's this and Teleport. Oh my God. I'm about to swap to friggin' card just for Aerial Ace. Please, if I miss again. Thank you, Felix. Jesus. I am glad that later on they stopped relying on accuracy-lowering moves. I'm pretty sure Double Team is banned in, like, competitive battling as well. Mother is calling us. Yes, you found a useful item. I appreciate it. I hope it's a thing that I want so that I don't have to keep money with you. I guess I'm gonna go all the way back to Goldenrod. What is your reward for me, Mr. Postman? Caveat berries? Still don't know what they do, and you have no more packages. Okay. There is one thing I want to go and check on. Yeah, okay, so I want to buy some Pokeballs. Well, actually, I guess I don't need to, but I do want to buy, as the potion person, I do recommend buying some Pokeballs for something in the near future. Jesus. Alright, best bet's gonna be Great Balls. I'll buy 6. So unlike the normal Pokeballs, you don't want to buy multiples of 10 of the other Pokeballs unless if you don't care, because you don't get a free Premier Ball for multiples of 10 for other types of Pokeballs. It's only just Pokeballs for this game, so... Anyways, back to where I was. Back on Route 36. Down here is actually a shortcut leading from Route 35. This is that cut tree that's behind this picnicker guy. So, you can... Or bug catcher, not picnicker. So you can completely skip national... I was about to call it national... Is it National Forest? Yeah, it is National Forest. Or no. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is National Park. I don't know why I was calling it a forest. And stick to the middle path, because, yeah, there is this guy. So, the bike shop is calling me. Yeah, if you ride your bike long enough, the bike guy will call you and just say, hey, keep the bike. Okay, thanks. You definitely want to fight this guy. I could probably prepare for any Pokemon adversary. So this guy you definitely want to fight. So, you have a Tangela. I guess for that reason as well. Tangela's not very common. And ooh, this is gonna be awkward. I always forget if it's grass that resists electric or if it's electric that resists grass. It's the former. Crit hit though. Might as well just keep Thundershocking it. It's not that big of a detriment. Come on, let me kill. You're doing Absorb. Tangela is an interesting Pokemon, especially now that it has the Gen 4 evolution of Tangrowth, but we're not going to be seeing this thing for a while, so I'm not going to get into it right now. There she goes. That was a ton of XP, holy crap. When I'm reading textbooks and walking, yeah, notice items. This guy, you definitely want to get his number, especially if you're going to use a Vulpix or a Growlithe, because he can call you for Firestones. Heading over here, I'm in the flower shop's Floria. Listen, listen. When I sprinkled water on that wiggly tree, it jumped right up. It just has to be a Pokemon. If you soaked it... Oh, that's the squirt bottle. Soak the tree for me. I want to see what happens. I would save here if you're wanting to catch this thing, but I am just going to go for it. There's not a tree. Use the squirt bottle. The odd tree doesn't like the squirt bottle. The odd tree attacked. A weirdly static encounter of Sudowoodo. It's a tanky rock type that can learn some pretty good damaging moves like Rock Slide and Hammer Arm. However, its move pool is very limiting. Its typing makes it really awkward against other types as well, since rock types have a lot of weaknesses. It's not terrible, it is outclassed by other Pokemon. So, I would say it's good for Rockhead, I guess. There's really not much to say with this thing. So, with Sudowoodo, I don't have any Fast. Yeah, I don't have any Quick Balls. Okay. I'm gonna try to catch this thing, question mark, but don't count on me actually catching this thing. It can be quite annoying to actually catch, so you're using Flail. That's kind of awkward because I'm pretty sure that increases the power if you have a status ailment. I can't remember though. It's just, what is with the crit hits and you're learning Thunder Shock? Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty good of health as any. Great Ball, go! Now, it's not imperative to catch this thing. You could actually just kill it right here and now if you so wish. There will be another chance to actually respawn this thing, but I wanted to catch it because I always do. And plus the anime. Sudowoodo is the best. Sudowoodo! And leave your comments below if you want to be a Sudowoodo, or if you want to have a nickname for a sad Sudowoodo. That was fun. I want to give you this for entertaining me. Berry pots! With the berry pots, you can grow any berry from any region with no worries. That's right, I'll give you some berries too. Berry pots won't do any good without berries. Oran berries! And the Pecha berries. Pecha it heals poison. You have to plant berries in the soil. You should water them from time to time. Then they'll grow strong. I have to get back to Goldenrod. Are you heading for Ecruteak? Then you should go north here. See you around. Before anything else, highly, highly, highly recommend actually using the berry pots real quick. There's going to be something quite near in the future where we're going to need a bunch of oran berries for. So, I'm going to plant a bunch of oran berries. The thing with planting in this game is you do want to check on these plants every couple of hours. I would say like once every 2 to 3 hours. Because they will grow and you will be required to actually go and water them. So, just be wary that these things can die. Now, the thing is, if they do die, then it will just give you an oran berry back, so you don't actually lose anything, but it is kind of annoying if you don't pay attention. But anyways, that's where I'm going to end things right here. So, next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, be reaching our way to Ecruteak City. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.